my name is Dr. Ruthie. Dr. Ruth Newstifter if you want to be formal. I'm a university professor and I'm also a professional sex educator, but today I'm here answering your questions on sex and relationships thanks to the great folks at Funwares. Make sure you go over and say hi and support them for supporting us. I have a question that was sent to me at askdrruthie@funwares.com, so let's dive right in. Dr. Ruthie, I'm a larger woman and I'm dating someone who is a lot smaller. We love having sex and being intimate and it is a big part of our lives. Lately, however, we've been having a little problem with being bored. Though we're not bored with each other, we are bored with the sexual positions we've been using. We have done doggy style, missionary plus pillows, etc. Basically many positions where he is in charge. I'm curious on some sexual positions that put me in charge but are also comfortable at the same time, or maybe ways to make the positions I already know more comfortable. I like being on top, but it's very hard for me to do. It's very tiring to do on the bed, so we tried moving to the couch, which the couch is slightly easier. However, after a certain point in time, my legs get numb and it causes my back to tense up, and I just get very uncomfortable. And it's raising a lot of tension, mostly because I get so upset with myself for not being able to perform. I have been working diligently on losing weight, but until I do, I don't want my partner to be without what he enjoys. Is there any advice you can give me about maybe other positions that are a little more dominating, or ways to feel that I already know, or to make the few that I already know a lot more comfortable? I really appreciate hearing back from you. Thanks. You're very welcome, and I hope that you also don't want to deprive yourself of what you enjoy while you're losing weight or not losing weight, because we can have happy, wonderful sex at every size, and being happy with our lives and ourselves and our sex life should not be dependent on our weight or what we're trying to do with it, whether we're trying to increase it or decrease it or move it around or whatever we're doing. But anyway, best of luck to you in whatever goals you have around that. And I think you have a fantastic question, and regardless of body size, most of the main sexual positions, especially the ones that are most comfortable for just normal everyday bodies, that don't do a lot of yoga or gymnastics or things like that, tend to have the male being more active and thus a little more in control of what's going on. So there's a few things here that I thought of. One is I did do a series of videos. They were a couple of years ago, but you'll find them on the Funwares channel and on my own, where I actually drew stick figure positions of lots of different ways to do it, including one of my favorites is getting like a really nice sturdy rectangular ottoman. Not the square kind, but the rectangular kind can make women on top a lot easier, or just, you know, cowgirl or boy, whoever's on top, a lot easier, because the partner that's going to get done, right, the one whose penis is being ridden or dildo is being ridden or whatever, lays on their back on that, and the other partner straddles them and has their feet on the ground on either side of the big rectangular ottoman. And you can either put your hands on the ottoman or on your partner's chest, or if that's too much pressure, get a pair of sturdy dining room table chairs, like the nice wooden ones with the backs, and you can use those on either side to hold on to for extra leverage and balance. And you can adapt that with chairs and things as well. The other thing is that, you know, with doggy style, you can be proactive and have him hold still while you move yourself forward and back. But even with missionary, a lot of it is in the tone, right? So telling your partner that you want them to please you, that you're going to tell them how fast and how slow to go, directing them to do circles or to do thrusts or to just hold still real deep while you feel it. And you can direct their movements verbally or with your hands on their body, so they know that, you know, when you reach up and grab at the sides of their chest and pull them towards you that way, that's their signal to move their hips more. And so you can really take a more dominant stance in these positions. And if you want to make it a little more obvious or help you get in the mood, you can always invite your partner to wear a nice, soft, comfy blindfold, or, you know, reverse 50 Shades of Grey. Put the tie around his eyes or around his wrists, right? So there's a lot to do with just the persona you bring into the situation. Just because he's doing more of the work doesn't mean that he's necessarily in charge of the sex. It just depends on how you guys want to do it. I would also really welcome you to open this up into your foreplay as well, and to really broaden your definition of sex. So how he pleases you with his hands or his mouth or with sex toys, and how you direct that, or how you praise him, or how he earns your pleasure, or whatever kind of persona works well for you to help you feel dominant and to mix things up a little bit. Getting a hold of some porn, some high quality porn, which may not be the free porn you find on the internet. And remember, good porn performers and studios are worth supporting with our dollars. Um, so if you find some videos like that that help you feel dominant and in control and you're comfortable watching those at the same time, that can really set the mood. Or music that makes you feel particularly confident, different types of dirty talking, things like that. Even just purchasing short story compilations where the female partner is dominant and passing them back and forth can just help you get in that mood ahead of time and help it carry over. You can add in new positions, but if you have some that work well for you and trying new ones is frustrating, it might be good to try mixing it up with the attitude a little bit first, and then having some good success, and then slowly, seeing if you can add in different sexual positions and things like that. Another one that I think can be really wonderful is you can buy a strap-on harness to wear on the thigh, and your partner could wear the harness and dildo, and that way you're actually just straddling their thigh, and you can hold on to their shoulders and things while they sit on a chair or whatever the case may be, and you can give yourself a lot of pleasure, and they can reach your clitoris and other things like that, and you can be really in charge of the motion. Your chest is right in their face and all kinds of sexy things. So definitely when I say toys, there's a lot of ways to mix it up. BDSM toys, but also other ones that just afford more diverse positions. I hope that these suggestions are useful for you. Have a lot of fun exploring this. You can always, start with cybersex and dirty talk and sexting and see what catches for you, and then adapt from there. And if the exact position doesn't work, you can still be talking about positions in your dirty talk and your fantasy, even if you're not doing them personally. There's all kinds of ways to do it. Have fun, and I will see you at the next video. Bye-bye.